Hallelujah. I finally finished my Civil War review. It is up on the website filmgamer.com. Go have it take a look. I'll give you a bit of a snippet, but it was quite a wild journey. I basically wrote it and then realized I had enough material for another article, post that article that A24 and the director have been building to this movie for years. Ended up becoming the second highest viewed article ever on my website, and that carried me over 50,000 unique visitors total. So, a huge milestone. Thank you to everybody who read it and Reddit, of course, the website, for the lovely shares. Thank you. And in the future, if you do see something of mine and you like it and it's a good article, try sharing it to Reddit because that really is what does best for me. That brings in more people. And yeah, so share to a specific subreddit. It really helps me out on reddit.com. Great website. I know somebody who works for that. Anyways, so Civil War is an 8 out of 10 for me. You can see that I gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd, and I really enjoyed it. Didn't think I would, or at least that there was a chance that I would not. These movies that promise these big kind of movies, they don't always deliver. They're kind of like heavy and metaphor, and we didn't have the money. And then this movie was beautifully rendered in its world and cinematography by Rob Hardy, who shot Mission Impossible and stuff, and had a decent amount of action. Had some nice, subtext to it that's there on, the sides of it. Kirsten Dunst, I didn't think that she was like particularly great in her Oscar nominated role in Power of the Dog, but she's very good here. And she plays Elise Smith, a veteran war journalist. And then the other guy, Wagner Moura, who, I never saw Narcos, where he played Pablo Escobar, but I've seen him in a few other things where he's all right, but I wasn't sure what to think of him, but he was really good in this. And then Stephen McKinley Henderson as the, old guard guy. He was good as the veteran journalist. Jesse Plemons, if you've seen on the previews, is just like in essentially that one scene, but it is fantastic. The sound mix of it is like crackling. It's very good. It's very visceral when it needs to be and slows down when it needs to be. It's well edited overall. The only thing was that when you analyze it and look back on it, a lot of people have criticized the character played by Kaylee Spenny, who plays the youngest member of their team in the movie, about a group of journalists in the race to the White House during a second civil war in America in modern day. People have criticized her character as kind of being dumb, essentially, and that's par for the course. And what I was worried about with the director's previous films. However, it serves the plot in an entertaining enough way that I was able to mostly forgive it, but enough to ding it just a bit and knock it down to the 8 out of 10 that I was giving it. So if you're interested, be sure to read the review on filmgamer.com. It's the most recent one on the banner. And it's also categorized as a film review. And then, if you're more interested, you can look up the movie Civil War is what A24 and Alex Garland have been building to for their whole careers. And that was the pre-article that I did. That was a big hit. And it's so funny because I was very reactive about that article, and that ended up becoming such a massive hit with over 2,500 viewers. And then this one was kind of more okay. I tried to be more structured in it, so that's what I tried to do, and I think it paid off. So yeah, let me know what you think, what you thought of the movie, if you're gonna see the movie, or if you're gonna wait. Let me see. It's owned by A24, and they signed a deal with Warner Brothers in the United States to put their movies on HBO, which in Canada would be Crave. And given the standard window operating procedure of movies, that it would come out 3 months later. So that would put it at mid July, and then we'll give it like a month delay or something, similar to Anyone But You. So it will come out probably on Crave in mid July or August. This is my speculation. But I'm usually, off by a month or so. But Yeah, check it out. Thanks for listening and watching and reading.